Life is a battlefield. Every day we face challenges that test our resolve, our courage, and our determination. But here's the truth. The greatest battles we fight are not against others, but against ourselves. And if you want to be truly strong, you must learn how to fight alone. Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain. It's towering, imposing, seemingly insurmountable. That mountain is your goal, your dream, your ambition. Now look around you. Do you see an army ready to help you climb? Do you see a helicopter waiting to lift you to the summit? No, it's just you and the mountain. This is where your journey begins. But don't be discouraged. This solitary journey is not a curse. It's a blessing in disguise. It's in these moments of solitude that we discover our true strength, our hidden potential, and our unbreakable spirit. Let me tell you a story. In 1914, Sir Ernest Shackleton set out on an expedition to cross Antarctica. His ship, the Endurance, became trapped in pack ice and was slowly crushed. Shackleton and his crew were stranded on the ice thousands of miles from civilization. For 2 years, they battled extreme cold, starvation, and despair. But Shackleton never gave up. He led his men on a treacherous journey across the ice and open sea, eventually securing their rescue. Not a single life was lost. Shackleton's story is not just about survival. It's about the power of the human spirit when faced with insurmountable odds. He fought alone, not physically, but mentally. He carried the weight of 27 lives on his shoulders, and he never faltered. You might be thinking, but I'm not Shackleton. I'm not leading an expedition in Antarctica. How does this apply to me? The answer is simple. Every day you're on expedition. Your Antarctica might be starting a business, pursuing a degree, raising a family, or overcoming a personal challenge. The principles are the same. First, embrace solitude. In our hyper-connected world, we've forgotten the power of being alone with our thoughts. It's in these quiet moments that we gain clarity, that we hear our inner voice, that we connect with our true selves. Don't run from solitude. Run towards it. Make time each day to be alone with your thoughts. Meditate, journal, go for a walk in nature. These moments of solitude will become your fortress of strength. Second, develop self-reliance. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Stop waiting for someone to hand you opportunities. Create them. Stop waiting for someone to solve your problems. Solve them yourself. This doesn't mean you should never ask for help. It means you should develop the confidence and skills to tackle challenges on your own. Think about the most successful people, you know. They didn't wait for permission to pursue their dreams. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They started where they were with what they had. They were self-reliant. Take Steve Jobs, for example. When he started Apple in his garage, he didn't have venture capital or a team of engineers. He had an idea and the determination to make it a reality. He taught himself what he needed to know. He worked tirelessly, and he never gave up. That's self-reliance. Third, cultivate mental toughness. Mental toughness is the ability to persist in the face of challenges and to bounce back from failures. It's the voice in your head that says, keep going when everything else is screaming, give up. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop. How? By consistently doing things that are hard, by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, by facing your fears head on. Every time you do something difficult, you're building mental toughness. Every time you continue despite wanting to quit, you're building mental toughness. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Fourth, become your own biggest fan. The world is full of critics. Everyone has an opinion about what you should do, how you should live, what you're capable of. But here's the truth. None of that matters. The only voice that truly matters is your own. Learn to encourage yourself. Learn to believe in yourself even when no one else does. When you face setbacks, and you will face setbacks, be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become stronger? Every successful person you admire has faced criticism, doubt, and failure. What sets them apart is their ability to keep believing in themselves, to keep pushing forward despite the naysayers. Fifth, master the art of self-motivation. Motivation is like a fire. Sometimes it burns bright, fueled by success and progress. Other times it's just a small ember threatened by setbacks and challenges. Your job is to keep that fire burning, no matter what. How do you do this? By setting clear, compelling goals. By breaking those goals down to manageable steps. By celebrating your progress, no matter how small. by visualizing your success in vivid detail. But most importantly, by taking action. Action begets motivation. The more you do, the more motivated you become. It's a virtuous cycle. So even when you don't feel motivated, take action anyway. Start small if you have to, but start. Sixth, develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which believes that our qualities are carved in stone. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. They don't shy away from difficulty. They embrace it. They know that struggle is not a sign of weakness, but a catalyst for growth. Cultivate a growth mindset by embracing challenges, persisting in the face of setbacks, seeing effort as the path to mastery, learning from criticism and finding lessons and inspiration in the success of others. Seventh, practice resilience. Life will knock you down. That's a guarantee. The question is, will you stay down or will you get back up? Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to adapt in the face of challenges, to keep moving forward despite obstacles. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning how to fail forward. It's about using your setbacks as stepping stones to success. Every failure, every setback, every disappointment is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn, to improve. The oak tree that grows strong does not do so in the safety of the forest. It grows strong by standing alone, weathering storms, and reaching for the sky despite the elements. Eighth, master your emotions. Our emotions can be our greatest allies or our worst enemies. When you're fighting alone, you need to be in control of your emotional state. You can't let fear paralyze you, anger cloud your judgment, or despair rob you of hope. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means acknowledging them, understanding them, and then choosing how to respond to them. It means developing emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize and understand emotions in yourself and others, and to use this awareness to manage your behavior and relationships. Practice mindfulness. Learn to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Develop strategies to manage stress and anxiety. Learn to channel your emotions into productive action. Ninth, become a lifelong learner. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to learn and adapt is more important than ever. When you're fighting alone, you need to be resourceful. You need to be able to acquire new skills, to understand new concepts, to adapt to new situations. Read voraciously. Take courses. Seek out mentors. Be curious about everything. Never stop learning. The more you know, the more tools you have at your disposal, the stronger you become. Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is a superpower. Don't just learn for the sake of learning. Apply what you learn. Experiment. Take action based on your newfound knowledge. 10th, develop a strong work ethic. Success is not about talent or luck. It's about putting in the work day in and day out. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing what needs to be done even when no one is watching. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what turns dreams into reality. Develop routines and habits that support your goals. Be consistent. Remember, it's not what you do occasionally that shapes your life, but what you do consistently. 11th, learn to embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. If you want to be strong, if you want to achieve great things, you need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Challenge yourself regularly. Do things that scare you. Push your limits. Remember, the discomfort you feel when you're stretching yourself is not pain. It's growth. 12th, develop a strong sense of purpose. When you're fighting alone, you need something to fight for. You need a reason to keep going when things get tough. That's where purpose comes in. Your purpose is your why. It's the reason you get out of bed in the morning. It's what gives your life meaning and direction. Discover your purpose. Align your goals with your purpose. Let it be your guiding light when the path ahead seems dark. 13th, practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors to stay focused on what you need to do to succeed. It's about doing what you know you should do even when you don't feel like doing it. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Start small, make your bed every morning, stick to a workout routine, follow through on your commitments. Over time, these small acts of self-discipline will compound, making you stronger and more capable. 14th, cultivate patience. In our instant gratification society, patience has become a rare virtue. But if you want to achieve great things, you need to cultivate patience. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are great achievements. Understand that success takes time. It's not about overnight success. It's about consistent effort over time. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Trust that if you keep putting in the work, results will come. 15th, develop a positive attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. When you're fighting alone, maintaining a positive attitude can be challenging, but it's crucial. A positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means facing challenges with optimism and determination. Practice gratitude. Focus on solutions rather than problems. Surround yourself with positive influences. Remember, positivity is a choice. Choose it every day. 16th, learn to manage your time effectively. Time is your most precious resource. When you're fighting alone, you need to make every minute count. Learn to prioritize. Focus on high-value activities. Eliminate time wasters. Remember, it's not about being busy, it's about being productive. Use tools and techniques to manage your time better. Try the Pomodoro technique. Use a planner. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. 17th, take care of your physical health. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. If you want to be strong mentally and emotionally, you need to be strong physically, exercise regularly, eat a balanced diet, get enough sleep, manage your stress. Health is wealth. When you're healthy, you have the energy and vitality to pursue your goals with vigor. Don't neglect your physical health in pursuit of your goals. Make it a priority. 18th, develop your problem-solving skills. Life is a series of problems to be solved. The better you are at solving problems, the stronger you become. Develop a systematic approach to problem solving. Break big problems into smaller, manageable parts. Look for creative solutions. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Remember, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. It's a chance to learn, to grow, to become stronger, embrace problems. See them as challenges to overcome, not obstacles to avoid. 19th, learn to manage risk. Success often requires taking risks, but not all risks are created equal. Learn to evaluate risks. Understand the potential rewards and potential consequences. Make informed decisions. Remember, the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. But also remember that taking risks doesn't mean being reckless. It means being bold and courageous while also being smart and calculated. It means stepping out of your comfort zone but not jumping off a cliff without a parachute. 20th, cultivate self-awareness. Know yourself, understand your strengths and weaknesses. Be honest with yourself about your abilities and limitations. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth. It allows you to leverage your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Practice introspection. Reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Seek feedback from others. Take personality assessments. The more you understand yourself, the better equipped you are to face life's challenges. 21st, develop your communication skills. Even when you're fighting alone, you still need to interact with others. Effective communication is key to success in any field. Learn to express your ideas clearly. Develop your listening skills. Learn to read body language. Become a master of both verbal and nonverbal communication. Communication is not just about expressing yourself. It's also about understanding others. It's about building rapport, establishing trust, and influencing others positively. 22nd, learn to manage stress. When you're fighting alone, stress is inevitable, but chronic stress can be detrimental to your health and performance. Learn stress management techniques. Practice meditation or deep breathing exercises. Engage in activities that help you relax and recharge. Stress is not always bad. A certain level of stress can actually improve performance. The key is to manage stress, not eliminate it completely. 23rd, develop your decision-making skills. When you're fighting alone, you're the one making all the decisions. Learn to make decisions quickly and effectively. Gather information, weigh the pros and cons, trust your instincts, and then commit to your decision. Not making a decision is a decision in itself, and often the worst one. Don't let fear of making the wrong decision paralyze you. Make the best decision you can with the information you have, and then move forward. 24th, cultivate adaptability. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt is crucial. Be flexible in your thinking and your approach. Be willing to change course when necessary. Remember, it's not the strongest or the most intelligent who survive, but those who are most adaptable to change. 25th, develop a support system. Yes, you're learning to fight alone, but that doesn't mean you have to be alone all the time. Build a network of supportive people who believe in you and your goals. Seek out mentors who can guide you. Surround yourself with positive influences. Remember, even when you're fighting alone, knowing that there are people in your corner can give you strength and motivation. 26, practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning what happened or forgetting it. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of anger and resentment. Learn to forgive others, but most importantly, learn to forgive yourself. Don't let past mistakes or failures hold you back. Learn from them and then let them go. 27, develop your creativity. Creativity is not just for artists. It's a crucial skill in any field. It allows you to see solutions where others see problems, to innovate, to think outside the box. Cultivate your creativity. Engage in creative activities. Challenge yourself to come up with multiple solutions to problems. 28th, practice integrity. Be true to your values. Do what you say you're going to do. Be honest with yourself and others. Integrity is the foundation of character. When you act with integrity, you build trust, both in yourself and in others. 29th, develop your leadership skills. Even if you're not in a formal leadership position, learning to lead is crucial. Start by leading yourself. Set a good example. Take initiative. Inspire others through your actions. Remember, leadership is not about a title. It's about influence. 30th, cultivate perseverance. This is perhaps the most important quality of all. Perseverance is what keeps you going when things get tough. It's what makes you get up one more time than you fall. It's what turns trials into triumphs. Remember, success is not about never falling. It's about getting up every time you fall. It's about keeping going when everyone else would quit. It's about believing in yourself and your dreams even when no one else does. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. This isn't just a platitude. It's a fundamental truth about human potential. Each of us possesses an innate reservoir of strength, creativity, and resilience that often goes untapped. The challenge lies not in acquiring new abilities, but in recognizing and harnessing the power that already resides within us. Think about the times in your life when you've surprised yourself. Maybe it was a moment of crisis where you found strength you didn't know you had. Or perhaps it was a challenge that seemed insurmountable, yet somehow you overcame it. These moments are not anomalies. They're glimpses of your true potential. The human spirit is remarkably adaptable. Throughout history, individuals have endured unimaginable hardships and emerged not just surviving, but thriving. From prisoners of war who maintained hope in the darkest of circumstances to entrepreneurs who built empires from nothing. The human capacity for resilience is astounding. But here's the key. You don't need to wait for extreme circumstances to tap into your inner strength. It's available to you every day, in every moment. The question is, are you willing to access it? Accessing your inner resources requires courage. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and challenging your own limitations. It means being willing to fail, to look foolish, to face your fears head on. But with each step you take outside your comfort zone, you expand your sphere of influence and capability. Consider the analogy of a muscle. When you exercise a muscle, you create tiny tears in the muscle fibers. As these tears heal, the muscle becomes stronger and more capable. The same principle applies to your inner strength. Each challenge you face, each obstacle you overcome, strengthens your resilience and expands your capacity. But unlike physical muscles, which have natural limits, your inner resources are virtually limitless. Your brain's neuroplasticity allows for continuous growth and adaptation. You can always learn new skills, develop new perspectives, and find new reserves of strength. The key is to adopt a growth mindset. Believe that you can grow, change, and improve. See challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth. Embrace the struggle knowing that it's making you stronger. Let's talk about fear. Fear is often the biggest obstacle between us and our potential. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But here's a secret. Fear is often a sign that you're on the right track. If your goals don't scare you a little, they're probably not big enough. Instead of trying to eliminate fear, Learn to coexist with it. Acknowledge your fear, thank it for trying to protect you, and then move forward anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the face of fear. You have that same power within you, the power to challenge limits, to redefine what's possible. But it starts with believing in yourself, with recognizing the vast potential that lies within you. Let's talk about mindset for a moment. Your mindset is like the operating system of your brain. It determines how you interpret and respond to the world around you. A fixed mindset sees abilities as static. You either have them or you don't. A growth mindset, on the other hand, sees abilities as malleable, capable of development through effort and learning. Adopting a growth mindset is crucial to tapping into your inner resources. It allows you to see failures not as indictments of your abilities, but as stepping stones to success. It encourages you to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, see effort as the path to mastery, learn from criticism, and find lessons and inspiration in the success of others. But a growth mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about taking action. It's about putting in the work day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. It's about trusting the process, knowing that growth often happens slowly, almost imperceptibly, until one day you look back and realize how far you've come. Let's address a common misconception. Having everything you need within you doesn't mean you should isolate yourself from others. We are social creatures, and our connections with others are a vital source of strength and support. The key is to build relationships that nurture your growth and support your goals, while maintaining your independence and self-reliance. Think of it like this. You are the captain of your ship. You chart the course, you steer the vessel, you weather the storms. But that doesn't mean you can't have a crew to support you or benefit from the wisdom of other seasoned sailors. The important thing is that at the end of the day, you're the one making the decisions and taking responsibility for your journey. Talk about resilience. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from adversity. It's about bouncing forward. It's about using challenges as catalysts for growth. Every setback, every failure, every disappointment is an opportunity to learn, to adapt, to become stronger. Developing resilience is like building an emotional immune system. Just as your physical immune system gets stronger by fighting off infections, your emotional resilience grows stronger by overcoming challenges. Each obstacle you face and overcome adds to your resilience, making you better equipped to handle future challenges. But resilience isn't just about toughness. It's also about flexibility. The oak tree that stands rigid against the storm often breaks, while the willow that bends with the wind survives. True resilience involves knowing when to stand firm and when to adapt, when to push through, and when to change course. The most successful people in any field will tell you that failure is not just inevitable. It's essential. Failure is feedback. It's information. It tells you what doesn't work, bringing one step closer to finding what does work. Every failed experiment in Thomas Edison's quest to invent the light bulb wasn't a defeat. It was a discovery of another way that didn't work, bringing him closer to the way that did. Embracing failure doesn't mean enjoying it. Failure can be painful, disappointing, even heartbreaking. But by reframing failure as a necessary part of the growth process, you can rob it of its power to deter you. Instead of being paralyzed by the fear of failure, you can be energized by the lessons it provides. Let's talk about passion. Passion is often misunderstood. Many people think that to be successful, you need to discover your one true passion and pursue it relentlessly. But passion isn't always something you discover. Often it's something you develop. Think about it. When you first start learning a new skill, it's often frustrating. You're not good at it yet, and it's easy to get discouraged. But as you persist, as you improve, you start to enjoy it more. You start to see the nuances, the challenges, the opportunities for mastery. That enjoyment, that engagement can grow into passion. So instead of waiting to discover your passion, start cultivating it. Engage deeply with your work, whatever it may be. Look for ways to improve, to innovate, to make a difference. As you develop mastery, as you see the impact of your work, passion often follows. Let's address a crucial point, the power of small actions. When we think about tapping into our inner resources, about achieving great things, it's easy to focus on grand gestures and pivotal moments. But the truth is, most of life happens in the small moments, the daily choices, the tiny habits that accumulate over time. Your life is the sum of your habits, the small decisions you make every day, what you eat, how you spend your time, how you respond to stress. These are what shape your life over time. By focusing on improving these small daily habits, you can create massive changes in your life. This is where self-discipline comes in. Self-discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you know you should do, whether you feel like it or not. It's about aligning your actions with your intentions, your behavior with your... Developing self-discipline is like building a muscle. It gets stronger with you. Start small. Make your bed every morning. Stick to a workout routine. Follow through on your commitments. As you build self-discipline in small areas, you'll find it easier to apply in more challenging areas of your life. Remember, motivation is fickle. It comes and goes, but discipline is reliable. It's there when you need it, regardless of how you feel. By cultivating self-discipline, you ensure that you're making progress towards your goals, even on the days when motivation is low. Let's talk about the power of your mind. Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool, capable of shaping your reality in profound ways. The stories you tell yourself, the beliefs you hold, the way you interpret events, all of these influence your experiences and outcomes. This is where the practice of mindfulness comes in. Mindfulness is the ability to be fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. By practicing mindfulness, you can gain greater control over your mind rather than being controlled by it. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This creates a space between stimulus and response, giving you the power to choose how you react to situations rather than just reacting automatically. But mindfulness isn't just about managing stress or negative emotions. It's also about fully experiencing the positive moments in life. It's about being fully present for the joys, the triumphs, the moments of connection and beauty that make life worth living. As we wrap up, remember this. The journey of self-discovery and personal growth is ongoing. There is no final destination, no point at which you can say, I've arrived. There will always be new challenges to face, new skills to learn, new heights to reach. But that's the beauty of it. The potential for growth and improvement is endless. Every day presents new opportunities to tap into your inner resources, to push your boundaries, to become a stronger, wiser, more capable version of yourself. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. But more than that, you have within you the power to shape your world, to create your reality, to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. The choice is yours. Will you tap into that power? Will you embrace the challenges, persist through the setbacks, celebrate the victories, and keep moving forward? The world is waiting for you to show up, to bring your unique gifts and perspectives, to make your mark. You have everything you need. Now, what will you do with it?